Hey my babes, my sons, it's your girl Diamond, and we're back with another freaking video for your entertainment, for your content. I'm gonna keep you guys up here. I like this angle. So, I'm sorry that I've been gone for the past like 2 weeks. It's because of the fact that I've been going through some things, and to be honest, it's been crazy. It's been troubling, but it's nothing that I cannot get through. And by the grace of God, I will always be able to get through everything. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hallelujah, my Jesus, Lord, my Savior. During this talk, you might hear me sound a little bit like, I'm about to say constipated. Not constipated, but congested. There we go. Congested. I might have a runny nose, or you might hear me cough. But that's because I've been fighting a sickness for the past week now. Today is the Monday. Let me look at the date, because I don't remember the date. Okay, so today is Monday, August 30th, 2022. So basically, I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. I started my junior year, and sorry that my bone pop, but I started my junior year publicly a couple weeks ago. I think it was like 2 weeks now. Yeah, it'll be like 2 or 1 week since I had started public school. Actually, starting this week, it'll be 2 weeks. So technically, I think it's one. But basically, at first I was going to public school, and it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Friday when you get home, weekend start, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, prepare for school again, right? So for us, for my school, technically, it was only 3 days that we had to be there. And basically, Monday, knock that down. Let me tell you, I'm in my junior year now. But I'm not on public school no more. I'm actually online now, but you guys are going to know the full story on and how and why I'm on online as well now. I think I'm about to sit you guys down because my arms are starting to get shaky, and I don't want you guys to be like that. So let me try to figure this out. Okay, here we go. Now it's more sturdy to have you guys placed somewhere perfectly placed. But basically what happened was that I went to my junior year. I went publicly, and Monday, it was good. Wasn't happy. It was okay. I was just hoping that Tuesday, the next day, actually not Monday, but we started school Wednesday. I'm sorry, but Wednesday was my first day of public school, right? That was my first week. Wednesday wasn't really good. Was getting lost, even though I've been at that school since freshman year. It's just that during my sophomore year, I went online completely, like through the whole school year. So it kind of made me feel like I was a freshman all over again, because of the fact that I did not know where certain classes were. I was walking around the whole school. Keep in mind, there's two buildings. There's a main building, which is the oldest building in my high school, and then there's the freshman building. I'm not going to say what school that I go to for privacy and protective reasons for the school and for me as well, and also the kids and the staff members and the teachers that go there, and principals, etc., and so forth. So basically, I went there Wednesday morning. Total day was chaotic. It was chaos all day, all the time. That first day of school, it was crazy. As soon as I got off the bus that morning, get off the bus. You have to go find homeroom. The principal was yelling at us, telling us to go find homeroom. I didn't even get to eat breakfast. And I told my teacher after we got done, and we wasn't even doing nothing in the first day of school. It was just like she had us playing games and stuff. But when she had us doing like this little game, I said, no, y'all can do that, because it involved hitting each other. And she said, is there anyone that don't want to play? I said, no. Plus I looked too cute that day. I'm like, no. And then it's not even just that. I don't want to get hit, because of the fact that what to you might think is not getting hit hard, to me it might be. And to me, vice versa. Like, I might not feel like it's hurting me, but to you, it might hurt you. And you might feel like it's not hurting you, but to me, it might hurt me. So that's why I was like, no, we're not going to do that. So I set out. We went to the building, and they was talking about junior year, about how you got to get your credits, and you got to get this amount of credits, and that you can graduate your junior year if you meet the requirements. And if not, then senior year would be your year to graduate, you know. It's recommended, and that's your specific year, unless you get caught up faster than other kids, and you can graduate with the juniors, you know. I mean, you can graduate during their year, you know. Technically, that's not your year, but you can still graduate, right? So basically, it's just, if you work hard, you will get what you deserve, you know. And if you don't work hard, you know, there's consequences that happens with that as well. What you get out and what you put out is what you will receive. You feel me? So the first day is irrelevant. Just know it was chaotic. It was crazy, and I just wished for Thursday to be a better day. Wednesday goes past. I'm dreading going to school the next day. I'm like, oh. So that day was crazy. Didn't really like it. Thursday comes around. The day was way better, and I remember my classes by memory. Every single class that I remember by memory, and I eventually got there. Sometimes it took long, but I eventually got there just by memory, which is good. They're very great. So that happened. I didn't have to have nobody really showing me like that. I was really happy about that I remember by memory. Like, when I went home on Wednesday, I studied that. I studied them hallways just by memory in them classrooms that I had specifically for 5 periods straight for 8 hours. So I was really studying, like, okay, this class is that way, that class is that way, and so on and so forth, right? So Thursday, I make it to all my classes. The day is still chaotic, but it got better than the first day of school, so that's good. And I'm not gonna be criticizing, saying like my school was very like unpredictable, they didn't do enough, and this or that and this, because that's the first day of school. It's gonna be like that, you know. But it was just a little bit too chaotic, you know, to the point where it can make people feel overbearing. And if you have anxiety, or if you're someone that's very self-conscious, or you're someone that thinks a lot, it's probably gonna be more too much on you compared to other students or other people. You feel me? Compared to other women and men out there in the world. If you hear people talking, it's because we have company over, but it's not for me technically. But that's why I'm in here, because the Wi-Fi, and I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm about to tell you, like, the Wi-Fi in my house, like, for the past couple of days, it has been like ass and a motherfucking crack. And I don't know if I can curse on here, but shit, it's been ass. So basically, it's just been terrible. And it's just been going in and out, in and out, in and out. Wi-Fi be good sometimes, sometimes they be like, you know, straight diarrhea to the ass. Like, you're probably like, TMI. But yeah, it's just been terrible. And I'm just like working with it. Like, I'm the only one that literally gets up and try to unplug the Wi-Fi, try to put it back in, unplug the Wi-Fi, put it back in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're someone that deals with the Wi-Fi problems, then you know what I'm talking about on gang. But yeah, so basically, I'm sorry if you can hear them. It depends if my phone picks the background volume up, but I hope that you just hear me as much as you can, because I know sometimes my audio is kind of low on my phone. I don't know why, but it is. We don't have to do what it do. Just pay attention to me. As long as you understand what I'm saying, we're gonna be fine. I'm so grateful that my nose or my throat is not messing up yet, or I'm not coughing, but I don't want to talk too soon. So Tuesday goes on. It's a better day. It's a better day. Next thing I know, it's okay. It's still chaotic, but it's better than the first day on Wednesday. Tuesday goes past eventually, just like Wednesday. Eventually, it goes past. I go home. I make videos on Instagram. By the way, subscribe to my Instagram, Diamond Jackson 55. I'm a video creator. I'm a dancer. I used to be a Dutch Smash dancer, a TikTok dancer as well. But I am a flexible woman, so I do all fields. I do some challenges sometimes when it comes to dances. Sometimes I do them. I make up challenges in my head, and I just, you know,
I'm a camera woman. So you get the camera to me, I'm a show up, show out. Yeah. So that's just how it is. I'm gonna show up and show out because I'm a camera woman, right? That's what you're supposed to do. So basically, what happened was is that I'm gonna just keep going because nobody's gonna stop my shine. Period. So basically, um, dang. Okay. So, anyways, Tim, damn. I'm sorry for cursing. Because my little cousin, he's yelling and stuff for his dad. And I'm just like, answer your kid. But, anyways, so basically, Thursday comes along. And, see, okay, here we go. There we go. It made me feel better. But, ugh. So, basically, I know y'all hear it. I know y'all hear it. I know y'all hear it. But I'm going to get there. So Thursday comes along. After I do my TikToks and I'm like getting cute and I'm feeling pretty and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just getting cute. Feeling cute, period. Feeling cute, yeah. So after all that, and I do my videos and stuff, and I post them on Instagram on my page. And I post on my stories to let you guys know, hey, your girl Diamond has posted, period. I posted. You guys look forward to me posting. So I post all the time for you guys as much as I can. And I post pretty frequently on my Instagram rather than my YouTube channel. And I'm so sorry for kind of not posting as much on here. I need to post more. But trust me, once I figure out a good schedule that won't interrupt my my online scheduling and like my online scheduling for school for junior year, and also my social media life with Instagram because that is my main platform, and also YouTube afterwards. Once I figure everything out, I'm gonna get serious about this because I'm already serious. It's just there's a lot of things going around me. There's people around me that it's hard, you know. I got family and stuff and friends, and I got other people as well that I really care about, which that person knows that person has my heart. So it's just that person has my heart, hit hit. So basically, it's hard. But once I figure this shit out, ain't nobody gonna ever stop me. Period. I'm a diamond. You gotta be hard on yourself, okay? Stay consistent. So I'm gonna try to stay consistent as long as when I figure out a way to be consistent and figure out my schedule, I'm on that shit, period. But okay, you guys gotta hold this to my name, okay? You gotta tell me, get on track. Get on my track, Diamond. Get on track. Get on track. Okay. So this is off track, bro. Just trying to let y'all know I'm trying to take this stuff serious. I'm trying to take my YouTube serious. I'm trying to take you guys more seriously. I know it's a lot of y'all that actually want to see me grind, that actually want to see me make these videos. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. This boy is stumping, and she's not telling him to stop. Anyways, so basically, that happens. Thursday happens. Cool. I'm like, okay. I get home. I gotta get done making my videos. I feel a little bit off while making my videos, and I feel a little bit tired. But it's not a regular tired because I only sleep once a day. That probably sounds so fucking bad. Some of y'all probably like, girl, I only sleep once a day too. Shoot, once a night or once in the morning. But I only sleep once a day. Some of y'all, I know a lot of people that take more naps than I do, personally. But yeah, I'm not a person that take naps unless I have to either be in terrible pain, or I have to be in unbearable pain for me to be able to take a nap, or either, or either. Oh my gosh, like. So I'm just giving y'all the real, like, uncut, so you guys can know that I'm dealing with something. I'm dealing with something. But basically, I have to be in so much pain in order for me to be like, I gotta go sleep. I gotta go take a nap. Or, what's that called? Or I have to be very tired to the point where I'm about to fall the fuck out just by standing up or just laying down. So either I have to be so tired to the point where I can't handle it, or I have to be in unbearable pain in order for me to take naps. Keep that in mind. So I'm feeling off. This is Thursday, after school, after I made my videos on TikTok. During the middle of it, I feel a bit off, but I'm like, we on motherfucking grind, right? Usually I make 10 videos or 10, most of the time it's 10 videos or 10 pictures, but a lot of times it's just 10 videos on one single post. I'm grinding all the time. Every time y'all see my face on Instagram, I'm grinding. Y'all all know that. If you see me from Instagram or you met my YouTube channel from Instagram, then you know I be grinding, right? We all know that. So, tell me why I'm in the middle of doing the video, I'm feeling off. I get on the phone with someone that day, but I kind of tell him or her that I'm kind of feeling off, but I'm okay. They tell me to relax a little bit. I relax a little bit, right? So, as I'm relaxing, start to feel a little bit better, but once it's time for me to lay down my head down and get ready for school around like 10 at night, I'm like, oh, I'm not really feeling the same, I'm feeling off. But that's fine, that's normal. The body is not always going to feel okay, right? So, alright. So, Friday morning, this is where everything gets crazy. Friday morning, I wake up around 4 in the morning, right? Excuse me, I just burped. But, I wake up in the morning, around 4 in the morning on Friday. I'm laying down. I wake up, I swallow my saliva. It feels like I'm gonna die. I have so much pain in my throat from swallowing my saliva. Just slowly swallowing my saliva, which we all do as humans. I go on YouTube. I look up a video. And it gives me a lot of symptoms. They're like, it could be from you restraining your throat too much, like yelling and screaming. I'm thinking, like, I haven't been screaming or yelling recently like that. And if so, it hasn't been over the range that, like, it makes me feel like I'm overwhelming myself, right? So what happens is they're giving me all these things and remedies and, reasons why it could happen, and I could overcome. You might have a virus in your throat. I say to the good Lord, since I am Christian, that's my religion. As you guys know, I am Christian. I tell him I hope that I don't have a virus. Keep in mind, I say this, right? I say I hope that I don't have a virus. So after figuring out all that information, why it could be, why I'm having this pain in my throat from swallowing, why I woke up with this, what I can do to help myself, all these home remedies and stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out all that information all in one video. I'm like, okay. I get up. I go drink a lot of water. I start getting dressed to go to school for Friday, because I'm like, I want to go to school. I don't want to miss it. This is the last day of the week. I could finish this day off. I could finish it off. So, yeah, I'm like, I could finish it off. Starts getting my stuff together, start looking cute. After I go brush my teeth, I go to the kitchen, gargle with warm, salty water. Drink salty water, spit it out. Drink salty water, spit it out. Drink salty water, spit it out. Done, right? Go to the bathroom. I gargle with mouthwash, right, to get all that bacteria out, right? I'm gargling. Spit it out. Then I'm gonna finish getting dressed for the day. My grandmother eventually wakes up, and basically I'm talking to her, but she's telling me stuff about herself first, and I didn't want to interrupt her. So eventually, before I'm about to leave, right, I tried earlier to use the restroom because I was constipated Friday morning. I don't know what was going on, but now I know because it's been a week since that happened. I know what's going on with me, and I know what happened to me as well. I went to the doctors, so it's it's on paper. So basically, basically what happens is that I get my stuff together. I'm like, okay. I told her before I go to school, I'm not feeling good. Keep in mind, I feel like I was about to diarrhea. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I feel like I was gonna diarrhea, and this is like TMI, TMI. But you guys want me to be raw? I want to give y'all raw cut footage. We like 20 minutes in this. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys the raw footage. You know, everything that you guys see. This is not edited, raw cut. It's just raw. You feel me? I'm giving you the real me. So I feel like I'm at the diarrhea, but I'm like, oh no. I already got clean for today. I'm already looking cute. Keep in mind, I had a denim jacket on, I had a dress on, and some sandals, and my body was looking banging, 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 banging. So I was like, okay. I'm like, I can't. And I tried to give my body time earlier that morning before I was to get dressed. My body wasn't on the same time as me. She was like, hold up. I don't feel like doing that yet. I went on the toilet for a while. Nothing came out, just urine. I'm like, well, don't be trying to do this later. As soon as I want to leave, that's when you want to start. Nope. So I'm just like, nope. So that happens. I'm talking to her. I eat an apple, I eat a banana before I leave. I drink a lot of water. Yeah. And the reason why I was doing this is because our school was not giving us a lot of time. As soon as you get off that bus, either you have a couple minutes or either you have to go straight to your first period class. Our public schools don't even give us a lot of time no more to get to school and have time. So that's what happens. And basically, that's what happens. The kid is in a bathroom, so that's why I'm kind of getting like unfocused, sadly. But basically, I get to my class. Oh yeah, I get on the bus. Something happens on the bus. A confrontation. I get off the bus. I meet with my best friend. I tell her. I believe I texted her Friday morning telling her that I'm not feeling well, but I'm still going to school. And my grandma, before I leave, I tell her that I'm not feeling well. After she gets done telling me everything about her, I tell her, hey, I'm not feeling well, and I'm having a lot of sore throat, but it went down after I gargled with warm salty water. Please, if you have throat problem, like if you're having throat pain, please gargle with warm salty water. It helped me out severely when it could, until I went to school and it got worse, but please do it. So I'm sitting here, and my grandma says, are you sure you want to go to school? Yes, I want to go to school. I want to finish today. I want to do this. Hold on. So I was like, yes, I want to go to school. I want to finish today. So I finished today. I mean, sorry, he's messing with the door, so it's kind of like throwing me off. But I'm like, yes, I want to go to school. I don't want to miss today. Today's the last day. I can do it. She's like, are you sure again? I say, yes, I'm sure. I'm about to go. I want to go today. My body was not feeling like going to school, but it's the mindset of it. The mindset was like, I'm ready to go to school. I need to go to school. My body was like, let me stay the fuck home. I'm not feeling well. I'm trying to tell you. We go to school. Today, they had like this band marathon. During the first period, the principal comes on, and after we're just sitting there for a good minute, the principal comes on saying, everybody go outside. We're going to have our band, because Friday was the first day that my school was having like games for like the football players. we do this thing where the bands, the orchestra, and all the people and the dancers and the cheerleaders, they go outside and they walk around either inside of the building or outside. This year, at least for the first week, they did it outside of our whole high school. So we're outside with all of our teachers and we're just huddled up all together and we're waiting for the band to keep going. Keep in mind, this fucking band don't come until wow. They take forever to get around the fucking school because the high school is big, so they take a while to get around it. But there's no excuses. We all sweating vaginas and balls. Like, we all sweating. It's hot outside. I have a denim jacket on and I have a dress. And I feel bad for the people that had like jeans and like jackets or shirts on. Like, you knew that it was hot, but we didn't know it was gonna be that hot. So everybody's sweating, but I'm glad I'm not sweating severely, but I'm sweating a good amount, right? To the point where my lotion's starting to get off my legs. So I'm like trying to moisturize it back in, like rubbing my legs and shit. Trying to keep myself looking moisturized and glowy, period. But yeah, so it's really hot outside. Everybody is sweating. I'm sweating my freaking face routine off. Like my face routine is trying to come out of my skin cells. Like, dang. So I'm wiping my face a little bit. I'm just not feeling well. I wasn't feeling well since I got to school, even before school. When I woke up that morning, but it's getting worse when I'm at school. I'm like, okay. I could do this. I find myself kind of breathing heavy and I'm not feeling good. And I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. This is the energy that I have. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. After the orchestra comes there, I don't want to say the whole band, orchestra, cheerleaders, dancers, and all that sucked, but also the football players, of course. But they sucked rat's ass. And if you go to my school, please might be like some, oh, it's not even that bad. Yeah. It wasn't worth us leaving out of fucking first period. Sorry, not sorry. But if you wanted a chance to get out of first period, because, like, who wants to be in first period? Who wants to be in class in general? Then I understand. Other than that, don't talk to me type shit. But, yeah, it just was not worth it to me. And even the teachers were saying that's it. It's not worth it, you know. Even, like, 4 of the, like, women teachers were saying that it wasn't worth it. So that's how you know. Like, if the teachers are complaining before even the kids are, that should tell you something. So, basically, we get done. We go upstairs. Oh, before we go upstairs, I called my grandma saying, I'm ready to go. I'm going to kind of go a little bit more faster because there's a lot of stuff going on around me and I'm hungry and tired. So I'm like, I'm ready to go. Come and get me. And it's a lot of shit that happens. It's a lot of shit happens on the phone. It's a lot of, like, mistakes that had happened. She's like, you have to go to the office. You have to get a pass and go to the office. And they said, but I want them to kind of, like, she was like, I want them to kind of, like, call you from your teacher, but I don't know if they're going to call you. So if not, can you just go to the nurse? And I'm like, I don't know. I never been to a nurse before. In my high school, I have not ever went to a nurse. Thank the Lord. But until this day on Friday, last week. So I was like, I guess I could try to find it. I go upstairs after the whole, like, get together with the band and, you know, school thing had ended when we were outside. We go upstairs, back into the building, and we're back in our class, right? I sit down, everybody sits down, teacher sits down, yeah. We start going on with class, we start doing the video. He tells us to write something down about the video and stuff, and he asks me, and I participate, and I give him what he wants, period, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my intellectual skills because I'm intellectually and mentally there in all cases and scenarios, period. So I'm just there. Give him 3 right answers because, I mean, that's just like, it's kind of common sense, but I gave him what he wanted. He said, yeah, good job, period. I'm like, yeah, because you know how the fuck I'm coming, yeah. So I give the right answer, basically, and he's like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah. But anyways, so we get done. Class eventually ends. Eventually. I'm going this way first, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go that way. Then the teacher is right there. He's talking to people, and I'm like, I'm ready to fucking go. I go to him because I'm not feeling good. I go to him, and I'm like, can you write me a pass to go to the nurse. And he's like, yeah. We go to his room, and then he's like, do you have your planner? And I'm like, yeah, of course I got my planner. I just got it a couple of days ago on Wednesday, the first day of school. Go out of my book bag. Takes him a while to write the stuff down. Go to the nurse. Go downstairs. I'm on the phone with my grandma telling her, hey, I got my pass from my teacher to go to the nurse. It took a while to even get to this moment. I'm kind of rushing. So eventually I go to a class and I tell her, how do you get to the nurse? And she gives me instructions, but I go towards it. But knowing me, instructions is, okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. Either I'm really good with instructions or I'm really bad. I'm telling you this right now. Like, when it comes to, I'm talking about, like, when it comes to, like, going somewhere or trying to locate a room or a place specifically in these terms, right? So I'm kind of bad when it comes to that, but I'm really good. Like, if I know the class, I could definitely show you. I could definitely direct you there. But when it comes to someone directing me to go to a certain class or something, I'm like, either I instantly get it or I'm like, you're going to have to show me. Show me. Yeah, you have to show me. So I'm like, you're going to have to show me. Sorry, it's hot. Like, I think it's because I'm moving around a lot. But it's hot. Okay, so basically the air was feeling a little bit too good. But basically, I find this Caucasian lady. I don't want to say Caucasian, but her skin color came off as Caucasian. But DNA-wise, you never know what's in someone. Just like with us. People call us African Americans, but there's way more than just African Americans. There's DNA that's inside of here. That there's more to what we appear as. So I'm just going to call her a Caucasian woman because her skin came off as Caucasian, which equals the word you know what. So, anyways, but that doesn't say that DNA-wise, that doesn't say that she has more than just that. So, basically, she's so nice. She helps me get to the nurse office. I get there. This nurse is a motherfucking... Let me not even say it because I know some of y'all... I'm going to just say, the nurse at my school, I don't want to say you're trash, but you suck. So anyways, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And, my brain's saying, I hope you get fired. But I don't want to be too rude, but you don't deserve your nursing degree. I'm sorry. All that years of school and take you right back because you didn't deserve shit. So anyways, I go to the nurse. I sit down. I tell her, first of all, let me remind, it took me even a moment in order for her to fucking come to her nurse office, to her own fucking room that is the nurse's office. Excuse me, I burped. So I'm standing at the wall waiting for her to come the fuck on. She goes right past me doing other stuff with the principal, and then she eventually comes to the nursing office, unlocks the door. She tells me to sit down. I sit down. She's getting information off of me, saying who I am, what grade I am. I say Diamond Jackson. I'm in my junior year for this year. And then she's like, what are you here for? And I tell her that, hey, I'm having pain in my throat and I'm not feeling well. And she said, how long has this been occurring? I said, since this morning around like 4, since I woke up. She says, she looks at my throat with that little thing that lights up. Because she says, I don't think nothing is wrong with you, but let's check. Bitch, if I'm telling you that something is wrong with me, what the fuck are you saying? That I don't think something is wrong with you, but we still could check. Bitch, what the fuck is you saying? Period. So she looks in my throat and in my mouth with this like little glowy thing that lights up, and she's like this, right? And picture this. This is my mouth. I'm like and she does that, and she looks in there, and this is what she says. She looks in there, and this is what she says. Oh, I seen worse. You're fine. You can go right back to class. Previously, when I was going on the phone in order to get to there, my grandma told me, stay at the nurse's office. I'm gonna eventually come and pick you up because I gotta drop off some help workers there anyways for her. I tell her, no, there's something wrong. I'm not feeling well. My throat is in extreme like pain. Like during that time, like my throat was starting to act up even more. Like the pain settled down a little bit when I gargled with warm salty water when I first got there. But once I was talking to the nurse and stuff, like it was getting worse around that time. So I'm telling her, no, I'm feeling worse. I hope that you guys do not hear that music in the back, and I hope that I don't get copyrighted. But basically, I just hope that you guys don't hear that music in the back. I hope that I don't get copyrighted. God forbid. But basically, that's what happens. It gets to a point where it's like, I'm telling her, no, I'm not feeling well. She's steadily telling me, you need to go back to class. You're all right. You're okay. You're gonna be fine. I could just give you some medicine that kind of like just soothes the pain. That's it. Like you can go back to class. That's the worst thing that she could have ever said to me is that she's seeing worse. When she looked at my throat and looked at it, like, then what do you see? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're saying that you're seeing worse, then what do you exactly see? You feel me? You just told me, you're basically just brushing it off like, oh, I seen worse. You know how fucking sickening that is? You fucking suck! So anyways, I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, what do you actually see? But I know how my grandma is. She don't want me disrespecting the teachers. She don't want me disrespecting, you know, basically like the guardians, the elderly, just the people that just works there, And I'm not really the disrespected type because that can mess up my resume at the school. And I'm a really good fucking student. If you see me, my grades are good. The way I treat the teachers is good. The teachers are my best friends when I go to school. I love the teachers that I have. Even if I don't like you, I'm going to make amends to the point where you're going to think that she's a really good ass student, right? So I'm just like, okay, you seem worse, all right? So that happens. You seem worse, cool. I'm like, okay. My grandma is arguing with the nurse, and my grandma is just brushing her off, saying, no. After a while, they just going back and forth and shit. My grandma was like, no, I'm going to come and pick her up. And the nurse was like, well, she can't stay here then. And the absence won't be excused because of the fact that there's nothing wrong with her. Keep in mind, she says that the absence won't be excused because there's nothing wrong with me. All right. She said, I'm going to take her to to the office. The office is like right around the corner, like a couple doors down and then straight to your right. So that's the office. So I'm not going to say if I went to the freshman building or the main building, but just know I went to a nurse. So I go there. the people that sits in I'm gonna just call her the intercom lady because she's the one that makes announcements, and the one that just sits there, she does like other work on the computer and stuff, right? So after a while, we're chatting it up, we're laughing about stuff. Then when my grandma comes back and she's like, I should never even let Diamond come back to school. Now she's not feeling well. I'm thinking about taking her to go off of online, making her come back to online and taking her off of public school, right? Because when I first started junior year, I was a public student, but now I'm online currently. So then we was like, okay. So basically, the woman was like, are you gonna take her off of excuse me, I buried. But she was like, are you gonna take your student off of your student off of public school, or are you gonna keep her online? My grandma was like, nope, take her off of public school. She's going back home with me. She's going back online. And then the lady was like, okay. Well, in a couple of hours, they'll say that Diamond Jackson is online. My grandma was like, okay, good, because that's what my grandma always wanted me to do in the beginning of junior year anyway. She wanted me to go online, but I don't want to tell my business, but just know that at the time, I just feel like it was better to go public, but as you see, it didn't work for me, and she kind of, it's just iffy, it's just iffy. So, basically, after a while, we get there, and that happens. We stop by. Actually, before I say this, the nurse says to the intercom lady, her grandmother's coming to go get her, and she's going online. She seen her her guardians think about putting her back online. She's going to put her online, and the absence won't be excused because she is not sick. That's what she says before my grandma arrives. The nurse zooms out of that bitch. Yeah, because she knew that my grandma was going to pop her fucking ass. Yeah. So she zooms out of that bitch, and then grandma gets there. We eventually get out of school. It was a hassle. It was a hassle for my grandma to try to get me out of school. No, it should never been a hassle. If your parent or your guardian wants you out of school, the teachers and the staff members should not say shit. Just say okay and go, because you can't question people about why they want their children or their child out of school. Like, I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, at the same time, things are unexplainable. Like, some things are not unexplainable to the point where it's like, you just have to let them just leave. You feel me? So, I want to skip a couple things, right? Eventually, my grandma gets a hold of her doctor. That's not my doctor, by the way. They're like, bring her in here. We're going to see what's wrong with her. After a while of waiting at the doctor's office, they eventually says, Diamond Jackson, we're ready for you. Right? I'm not going to say how that all happened, but just know that eventually we get there, and they get me in. They check my vital signs. I don't want to say all my vital signs, but just know that they were good and cool. They were good. I'm just going to say, I don't want to say all my information. Does it say like all my shit on here, like where I live and shit? Nah. So, you guys can stop and read it. If not, then I'm sorry. There we go. And if you look closely, it says inflammation of the throat, sore throat. Keep in mind, this was Friday last week, so yeah. This is the information about my health and my records, and this was the cause of why I had a sore throat on Friday last week. It says your rapid strep test your rapid strep test today was negative. We will send for a throat culture to confirm negative results. This test takes 72 hours from the time it reaches the lab. We will call you with the results. Keep in mind, I have not got a call back, and it's been a while now. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if my grandma should call up there or not. It is what it is, but they did a strep throat test on me. It came back negative, but the thing is, that's a rapid strep test, which means that it just comes in instantly, and that's why they had to do a culture test, and when it reaches the lab, due to 72 hours, then they will call me back with the results to see if that's negative or positive. That culture strep test was because of the fact that the rapid strep test just comes in like that, and if it's not really guaranteed if those tests are correct or not instantly, you know. So that's why they had to really see if it's negative or positive. And there's two types of strep throats that my doctor told me. So the first one I had was negative, but the second one, it could be positive or negative for that type of strep throat. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It says your throat pain is likely being caused by a virus. Keep in mind, the nurse said, you can go back to class. You're okay, I seen worse. That's what really triggers me the most. I'm sorry if I keep repeating that, but you guys know how bad that is. If I would have went back to all my classes or just one class, I could have spread it to the women or the other men that was around me. And they don't separate us as much as you guys think in public schools. They don't separate you a lot. You're really right next to each other, shoulder by shoulder or a little bit spaced out, but you're still in the same room as them for a good amount of time. For an hour or two max. If I would have went back, I could have possibly started a virus in my school, but literally like the next week, and within the first week, they was already getting COVID tests saying that people were testing positive in the public school that I go to. So it's like, really, nigga? Really, nigga? So, yeah. So, basically, it said your throat pain is likely being caused by a virus. Yes, I had a virus. No, it wasn't C virus. We're going to tell you guys in a minute. So, basically, I'm just going to go over the things I had to work on, because it says instructions right here on how not to spread it or prevent it. before I left the doctor's, I asked my doctor. Well, she's not my doctor, but the doctor that I seen for when I went there. I asked the doctor that had really just treated me. I asked her, is this virus contagious? She says yes. Anything that comes out of your nose or out of your mouth, it's contagious. I'm thinking, I cannot spread this to my grandma. I have to do all that I can not to spread this to her. If you guys know me, excuse me, if you guys know me, I'm very crazy over like the C virus and viruses and diseases and parasites and just things in general. You know, when it comes to your health, like I'm crazy over certain things more than other people are, right? So I'm just thinking, I cannot spread this to her. If you guys know what I had to go through my freshman year, you guys would know why I don't want to spread anything to her or my family members. So I'm just like, I can't afford for this virus to get spreaded to her. I did all that I can not to spread this to her or either my family members that came over, which was just crazy. They still came over, even though they knew that I was sick and with a virus. But we don't talk about that. And they're still over here, and I don't even know, like, we're not gonna talk about that because there's no guarantee that I'm still okay now. So we're not gonna talk about that. Make it make sense. But basically, it says change your toothbrush after throat pain has resolved to prevent reoccurring of infection. I already did that. Drink lots of clear fluids over the past weeks. Basically, over the past week and a couple of days before this, I've been drinking a lot of clear fluids and just drinking fluids in general. Gargle with warm, salty water to treat throat discomfort, which I did the first day that I got sick, which was Friday, before I even went to school. So, bingo, bingo, and I did it again. Bingo, bingo. Use Hall Breeze's throat something. I don't know that L word, but basically, you know those like cough drops, like this. Get you some of these, okay? I'm not broadcasting those, but just get you some throat drops, you know, cough drops, okay? Here you go if you need it. And no, I'm not what's that called again? You know how you just like shout people out and stuff on YouTube? I forgot what it's called. I watch YouTube every day, 24/7. How am I forget? This how you know, like but just know I got these. They're the wild cherry flavored, and they're just for like soothing throat, you know, stopping coughing a little bit, you know, making your throat feel better, making it feel like soothing, you know. So yeah, that's basically what I got on here on the paper. It says drink warm tea with honey. Drink warm tea with honey. I did that. I ate applesauce. I drank applesauce, and it says Jello popsicles to soothe throat pain. Before she took me home on Friday, she got me some ice cream, some Oreo ice cream. If you know me, my two favorite ice cream flavors is vanilla, and yes, I'm a vanilla girl, and you chocolate women that like chocolate, like I'm not talking about chocolate women, but you women that like, or women and men that like chocolate flavored ice cream, I'm not saying they jaw crazy or anything, but I just cannot say that chocolate is my favorite flavor. I have a best friend that thinks chocolate is her favorite flavor. Like, she thinks that. No, she thinks that. She knows that, but I think that you think that. But even if you like chocolate, that's fine. I respect you so much. I love all y'all. I never discriminate. But I just think vanilla is so better than all the flavors out there. You're probably like, that's so basic. Or you're probably like, vanilla is still good, but it's not my favorite. But it's good. I wouldn't mind having it. But still, I love me some vanilla. I love me some vanilla. So I love me some vanilla. And then Oreo. Love me some Oreo. Oreo. So I love me some Oreo. So yeah, we had picked up some Oreo ice cream because my throat was on freaking fire. Like, I remember the first day I got sick, it was on fucking fire. I never want nobody to go through that pain that I went through, and I'm probably saying it like funny, but I went through some fucking shit. I went through living hell having this virus that I have right now. I went through hell. The Lord knows. Then we about to go on the hour. It's like 50 minutes and 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Yeah, crazy. Well, basically, I did all that and said just use throat drops, cough drops, having another numbing medication that helps with throat pain. Use a cool mist bedside vaporizer, but make sure you keep it clean with exclamation marks, as you can tell. Where is it? It's right here. Make sure you keep it clean. Sorry that you guys can't see it like that, but it's because of the light. Give yourself extra rest, which I was doing as much as I could. I had some Robitussin, which is a medication where you drink it and it deals with cough drops, congestion, sore throat. It deals with a lot of stuff, but it puts you to sleep if you're not used to it. I remember the first day I had it, on Friday when I had the virus, and later on that night I went home and it made me go sleep because of the fact that that medication doesn't play. I mean, as much as I take it now, it doesn't make me go to sleep unless it's at nighttime. Let's say I'm tired, right? But other than that, the medication, it doesn't really take me to sleep as much as it used to. It said cover mouth from coughing, cough into elbow. Wear a mask when you are within 6 feet of others. When it comes to coughing in your elbow, this is, some people just sneeze like achoo. Some people, when they cough, some people cough in their elbow. Some people cough right here. My best friend just texted me. I'm gonna text you in a minute, but some people cough inside their shirt or they sneeze inside their shirt. With me, I really don't think. Well, this is my personal belief. I feel like coughing in the elbow is the next second best thing, but I feel like coughing in your shirt and sneezing in your shirt is the best thing, and just hold it for a couple seconds. You're probably like, but that all gets on your chest. But it doesn't spread out to everybody else as much as it does and into the air and the oxygen that everybody breathes around you and within you. You know, then if you're coughing and you're sneezing and it's going to come under and also up here. And I mean, it still comes in the air, but majority of that's going to be in here. Sure, you have to, wash your clothes, keep it, keep it safe, because if not, then that bacteria is going to be on your skin and on your bras or your naked chest and your naked, titties, and all that and so forth, like your breasts, and men got breasts too while you're playing. You still got doorknobs. You still got doorknobs. So you just got breasts just like we do, period. So basically, yeah. Said basically wear a mask when you're within 6 feet of others. Whenever family comes over, I keep on a mask. Even though I'm always mostly in my room, but if my grandma ever calls me to go help her with something, I have to go outside, and which means I have to wear a mask, even though I don't know how long I'm gonna have this virus, but until I feel better, which I get better every single day, even though I got certain symptoms just that won't leave me alone yet. But like, for example, runny nose, coughing throat, sore throat. So yeah, I constantly have that. But there's some symptoms that went away, which I'm grateful for. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, my Father. But yeah, thank the Lord. It says frequently wash hands and clean household surfaces. Best believe we fucking do that around here. At least I do. I do it behind myself because I don't want to get anybody else sick. So I do all that as much as I can. I take Tylenol. I used to take Tylenol. I don't have to unless I get headaches or if I'm not feeling good. But it says take Tylenol 650-1000 milligrams every 6 hours as needed for fever or pain. Do not extend for 4,000 milligrams in a 24-hour period. take ibuprofen for 100 milligrams every 6 hours with food as needed for muscle aches, headaches, or fevers. Over the past couple of days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of last week, I had muscle aches, especially the night that I had woke up with it. Like I went to sleep because I took Robitussin. I woke up that night on Friday last week. When I tell you I had extreme muscle aches, fevers, and headaches, it was just bad. My fevers, I was getting chills. I was getting chills for the past couple of days last week. I remember times where I was so cold and then I was hot. Like I remember my upper body was hot and my lower body was cold. I was getting chills. My arm, like how your arm hairs could stick up or your hair on your body could stick up. It was just really crazy for me. I was sweating bullets. It had muscle aches. It was just bad. It was really fucking bad, y'all. So here is the virus. And it says right now, it says seek medical advice or go to the emergency department if symptoms worsen or do not improve after 3 days on the antibiotics. They didn't give me antibiotics, but they said if it gets worse, they're gonna prescribe me antibiotics. It says this is the virus right here. It probably doesn't show you it, but this is basically what I had went through. Inflammation of the throat and soreness of my throat and my mouth. And this is like my lungs and my chest. It's my 2 lungs. This is my respiratory system. And it also deals with my, keep in mind this is your respiratory system, like your lungs, And did you know that your nose and your mouth is part of the digestive system, of course. So it was dealing with my digestive system and mostly my respiratory system, And basically the the virus mostly was right here. As you can tell, like the lines, if you look closely, the lines is right here. So the disease, it messed with my throat and my mouth, but my throat specifically, since it was sore throat, inflammation of the throat, as you seen on the first page that before I started giving you guys my symptoms, right? So this is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry, guys, but this is the virus that I had. This is the word. This is basically, where it's targeting mostly and where the virus is settling at, which is in my throat. I had a lot of medical problems with my throat in the past. I don't want to tell why, but it's just what happens, Things happen. It's how life is. I just want you guys to stay safe. So I'm going to read you guys what I have. I'm going to just say the P word because I don't know how to pronounce the virus, but it starts with a P. PHARYNGITIS. It's a sore throat. This is when there is redness, pain, and swelling in the throat. Most of the time, this condition gets better on its own. In some cases, you need medicine or antibiotics, as in other words. But my grandma doesn't want to give me medication or antibiotics. She just wants it to go away on its own. But the bad thing with that is that sometimes it prolongs itself, which means that it just takes forever or a long as time to get out of you. But that's what I have to go through personally. See, this is just what I'm going to have to go through, which is fine. I'm grateful because there's someone out there like you guys. You might have it worse than me in other cases. So I'm thankful for what I do have, Thank you, my Lord. So you just have to be grateful, which I am in all cases of scenarios. So thank you, my Lord. Basically, when the doctor was she was in my throat and she was like, your throat is extremely red. And I said, is that good? Like, mentally, I knew it was bad because I said bad in my head, but I said, is that good? Like, I didn't know. And she said, no, it's kind of bad because she said, no, you have a virus called the P word. And I was like, oh, shit. And then that's what I didn't want. And she told me that you had a virus. How come the nurse at my school said, I seen worse, you can go back to class? I go to a doctor and she says, you have a virus called sore inflammation of the throat, and now I gotta do all these things in order not to spread it because it's contagious. It's contagious. But family members, they're still over here. Grandma's still over here. I mean, I can't help that. I haven't gotten nobody sick, thank the Lord. That's because I've been doing everything that I can do. I've been making sure that I'm clean, making sure that everything I touch is clean, making sure it doesn't spread to her. Most importantly, I mean, I still care about my family, but I don't want to say I mostly care about my grandma, but I'm just, because I live with her. My family comes, they visit. My family visits, but my grandma, I live with her 24/7. And I don't want it to get to her because then it's going to be transferring bacteria back to me and her, back to me and her, back to me and her. I've been wearing a mask every time they come over. I've been doing my shit, man. I've been really doing my shit. And that's so far I'm doing good because I haven't got her sick. It's been a whole week. And hopefully that I don't get her sick anytime soon. It's been a week since Friday since I got sick. Today is Monday, August 30th. So this is a whole nother week. Haven't got nobody sick yet. Round of motherfucking applause. Family has been coming in and out of my house like the usual. Still, I've been doing good. Let me get all this information back together. But yeah, I've been battling the virus, basically. And I just hope that everybody stays safe. If you guys are ever feeling bad, please locate your doctor or your nurse and you tell your parents or your guardian and tell them, hey, I'm not feeling better. I'm not feeling good. What should I do? Please never prolong it. Please, no matter what you have, even if it's something little to something outrageous and big, and within today's days, it's so much shit out there, you know. Please take care of yourself so much. So just take care of yourself. It's just crazy how things has happened to me over a course of being 3 days in public school. It takes only 3 days. Sometimes it takes less, man. Sorry, I can't breathe right now. But this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you guys for being so cautious and staying so consistent with me and being so careful and considering me so much. During this video, I kind of skipped over some things, but I still told you guys everything that happened, and I kind of like mushed things down so it wouldn't be so long. I know it's like an hour-long video, but for the ones that like long videos, your girl is here to give you that. For the ones that don't, text me on Instagram at DiamondJackson55 and tell me either make your videos short or keep making them long because we like this. Take some time out of my day. Like, let me watch you. Like, period. If you like that, turn up. Twerk song, girl. Twerk song, girl. Twerk song, boy. Twerk song, boy. But yeah. I'm going to always keep the video, even if I'm sick or not. I'm going to always keep the vibes. I'm going to always keep the energy. I'm going to always keep my spirit going. I'm there spiritually, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, physically, sexually. I'm there, like, period. The only reason why I say sexual, like, I'm not sexually experienced. Like, I'm just saying, like, I got the organs to be experienced, period. Thank the Lord. But yeah. Before y'all get y'all hopes up, though, I'm not dicking nobody down. No, I'm not whooping nobody around. Like, no. I'm not with the vaginas or the penises. Like, I'm just virgin. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, basically. But yeah. I'm happy that I'm back. I'm happy that I'm doing good. I'm just happy. But I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. August 30th, Monday morning. Well, actually, Monday afternoon, since 12:40. And I love you guys so much. Sorry for the background noise. They on the phone and they all together, so. But I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Diamond gang or no gang, the fuck they talking about? If you're not with Diamond gang, then you can't motherfucking hang. Because you know we are part of the best gang out there, period. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. And keep your head up and be safe. And I mean this in all cases and scenarios. Please be safe, okay? The world is crazy now. Just be safe and live your life up. You never know when we're going to go. Have fun. Stay cheerful. And I know you guys are battling a lot of stuff out there, depression, anxiety, viruses, diseases, so on and so forth. You're battling relationships. Now it could be family, friends, significant others. If you're not feeling okay, get out. And I mean, it's in all cases scenarios. But I love you guys so much. And I know it's not easy, but baby, you can do it. Man or a woman, you both can do it. Amen. But I love you guys so much. I'm going to pray for the whole world. I'm going to pray for my supporters. I'm going to pray for the random people that see this video. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe to my motherfucking channel. Please subscribe because I'm coming up. I'm about to keep coming up as much as I can. I'm going to get active for you guys. I'm going to go get active on the motherfucking gram. I'm going to get active on the motherfucking YouTube. The tube, period. But I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. My name is Diamond Jackson, by the way. I'm going to keep always saying my name. Diamond Jackson. Subscribe to my channel down below. Like the video. My comments are off because I do videos for children as well. So just if you guys ever want to text me, go to my Instagram, Diamond Jackson. Go to my Instagram account. Go follow me and go in my DMs. But I'll respond. All my supporters, I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Here goes out. Be safe. Bye, you guys. I love you guys. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye, y'all.